Hi, this is Manji No Name, and here's my weekly pull list for August 25th, 2010. As you can see, we got a pretty decent list. Decent stack. Now, I'm going to first start off with, I got To Gray Man, Volume 18. Now, for those of you who are not familiar with To Gray Man, this is not your typical power-up type manga. The art's a little quirkier, but the fighting is actually really good inside here. The only drawback is it's kind of slow to come out because the author had health problems, and the comic was on hiatus. It's definitely worth checking out. Next up is X-Men Legacy number 239. I don't know about you guys out there, but for the most part, I've actually lost interest in this story. I really don't care about the characters, and just seeing the Sentinels at the end of the last issue just made me go, meh. Is it really necessary? Next up is a couple of Curse of the Mutant titles. They're both one-shots. This one's Blade. Now, I have to admit, if I saw the inside and saw how cruddy this artwork was, I would never have bought this. But I added this to my box so I can get a 20% discount. And I honestly wish I didn't, because the art was just horrible. I haven't read it, though, so hopefully the story will redeem itself. Next up is another one-shot for Curse of the Mutants. This is Storm and Gambit. The art is a lot different than what you see inside from the cover, as you can see. So I'm hoping this will actually be good. Next up is Ultimate Mystery Issue 2. I'm really looking forward to this, and we'll see where this goes. Next up is Captain America 609. This is another comic where I'm really getting, I don't know, I guess you can just say it's fatigue. I really like Brubaker's run. I think it's interesting stories, but I don't know, it's just, I think it's just general fatigue. But we'll see if this is any good. Because that's, gearing up for the trial of Captain America. And next up is Bendis' flagship Avengers title. This is another one where if it doesn't deliver the goods, so to speak, I'm really going to be annoyed, and I'm probably going to drop this altogether. I think, just in scanning it, I saw lots of craziness going on in here, and I can tell that basically, I don't know, I guess you can say this is the type of storyline where a writer really has a lot of fun because he gets to use anything and everything he wants to, has wanted to, but that might not always resonate with the fans. And on to the DC side, we have Brightest, Justice League Generation Lost. This is another one that needs to really step up to the plate and deliver the goods, so to speak. I think that there's a lot of wasted potential so far, and I'm really hoping it steps up. Next is Brightest Day, Green Arrow number 3. I really love this cover. Out of all the books I got, I would say this is probably the very best cover of them all. I think it says a lot without really putting words on it. I am really looking forward to reading this. And somebody requested Batman 702. So, here you go, Batman 702. We'll see how Grant Morrison fills in the holes that he screwed up on. And finally, Lex Luthor, Action Comics 892. The way I look at it is this. You have Lex fighting Deathstroke. How can you not say, I'm going to buy this? Considering the Teen Titans have problems taking down Deathstroke, and here comes Lex punching him out. So we'll see where that leads us. Now, I'll have some reviews up later on tonight, and then hopefully keep putting more reviews out. Now, I do have a question for you guys out there. There's a lot of comics that are coming out, and due to high costs and everything, it's getting kind of expensive. So I was thinking about ordering a bunch of books from the discount comic book services, DCBS, and I was wondering what you guys thought about how good the service was, if any of you guys have used it. I noticed that you can't get your whole subscription service online, at least from what I saw, and it was pretty much whatever's hot in previews. So, and I don't mind, still supporting my local store, because I know they're having a really tough time, just like every other comic store. And I don't mind giving them some business, and then especially since they're giving me a 20% discount for all the comics in my pull list. But like for an example, there's the pilot season, like DCBS had those for 99 cents each. So I would definitely buy those for 99 cents each, all of them, just to try them out. But I'm kind of curious to see what you guys felt about it. Like, how long does it take to get the books? Does the books arrive on time, within a timely manner? The condition, things like that. If you had any problems, let me know. Subscribe to the channel, and I'll have, and I got previews, so we'll have a previews talk later on, and I think this cover right here, well, I know this is going to anger a lot of Batman fans, I think this cover explains what a major problem is with the comic book industry. There's a lack of original ideas, and all they're doing is just basically taking whatever's popular, and then they spin it off to 10 different comics. Because that way they're guaranteed, a certain sell-through. They don't have to, they don't really have to hype up the comic. They don't have to hype up the character. They don't have to go through slow periods. It's like these two books are going to sell like gangbusters right off the bat, and it takes minimal effort. Marvel's guilty of this too, with the Avengers, the X-Men, Wolverine, Spider-Man. So, I'm not just picking on DC, and I'm not really picking on Batman per se. I'm just saying the general problem with comic books today is, instead of coming up with a new concept, let's just throw out 2 new Batman books, and we'll sell. And, I understand the logic behind it, but I wish they would foster new ideas. Give new ideas a chance, even through slow periods. Because if, like Superman, Batman, Spider-Man, Cap, and look at X-Men. We almost would not have had X-Men if they didn't weather the storm of the bad sales. Because X-Men was not always a #1 seller. It wasn't until Dave Cockrum came up and did the all different X-Men with Wolverine, Nightcrawler, Colossus. Once they did that, that's when sales started to kick off. And I look at DC, you have like Blue Beetle, and the new Blue Beetle, his series got canceled, and then now he's a utility character in other books. And I'm like, it's unfortunate that, now I don't know if Blue Beetle actually has the character, the type of character that could become the next Spider-Man, but, unfortunately, because they keep canceling these books, we'll never know. So, tell me also what you guys think about that. Do you think that comic book companies don't foster new ideas just so this way they can throw out more of the same? Let me know. So subscribe to the channel, and until next time.